Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Fend podcast. I am Sam Jones, and I'm joining a room filled with heroes today. This water bottle, the Sunkist Zero Sugar.
I didn't know that made it, man. I didn't know that, mate. I've been looking for Zero Sugar Fanta.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it, but I found the Zero Sugar Sunkist, full of flavour. It tastes like vitamin C.
Zero sugar. And of course, Andrew Edward Carter. We are missing a unit today.
Yeah. We had a good show last week.
I know, we didn't get it up.
We couldn't get it up. We had technical difficulties.
Internet issues. We didn't switch to 5G quick enough, and that's the problem.
No.
I reckon it's But to Nick, who is not here, I salute you. I salute him because he's a major contributor to this show.
Yes, he is.
Him and his top 8 predictions. I'd like to know actually how he's gone with his top 8 predictions 6 or 7 weeks ago.
Pretty sure he had Adelaide in there.
Yeah, that was a big. And he had, I think he had Western Bulldogs finishing outside the 8 as well.
Yeah, Western Bulldogs going to finish 7th. Most likely.
Most likely. We've got a big week of footy this week. It's actually good that the round 23 is here. It's the end of the year. Time to sort of get into the finals, I reckon.
Yeah, I'm a bit over it.
I'm a bit over the home and away season at the moment.
This round's just like,
There's some team that just shouldn't be playing right now. They should put up the white flag, I reckon, and just give the points to the other side. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
You know,
very nice.
Or the teams that are like, for example, North Melbourne and Melbourne that are playing each other this week, they should just not play. Give both sides 2 points
each.
each.
They should play.
Why?
Because I'm thinking of making Goldstein my captain in my super coach.
You should have made him your captain last week.
You talk shit about Goldstein. You've been talking shit about Goldstein all year. And every week I'm like, he's not that bad. He's been pretty good this year.
He's been good this year, but he did it against a side that wasn't very good last week.
But it doesn't matter because he's been good prior to that as well. And how many ruckmen get 30? What was it, 30?
He had 34 touches.
As a ruckman.
17 score involvements.
Yeah,
and
17 score involvements.
19 contested
That's got to be a record.
Clearances.
17 score involvements.
It was a record. It was a record. This year it was by any player.
That's got to be the greatest game for a ruckman in the history.
No, he had a game about 3 years ago. He played Melbourne and he kicked 5 goals in a game.
It might happen again.
This week, it's at the same ground too, against the same opposition. So
Is it?
He could do the exact same thing.
Yes.
Big toddy. But there's talk that St Kilda want him.
He'll stay at North. They'll give him, so they've offered him 2 years. He wants 3. They'll give him 3 because why would you?
We don't have another ruckman, so we're better off giving him 3.
And you got probably the 2nd or 3rd best ruckman in the league. Keep him around.
Anyway, we'll start the podcast off today with some breaking news yesterday, down in the old Western Australia.
Across in the old Western Australia.
That way. Ross Lyon is no longer the coach of Fremantle. He was given the old heave-ho. I see what I did there.
Way to go.
Been there for 8 years and
8 years.
Made a couple prelims, made 1 grand final. How would we rate Ross Lyons?
I'd give him a solid 5.5. Honestly, I'd just give his career a solid 5.5.
Yeah.
He's no good. He's not a good coach.
You don't rate him?
I don't understand. I don't get it. He is not a good coach.
Why isn't he a good coach?
Because he's just not good. He's coached 2 teams to 2 premiership,
2 grand
finals, and that's it. In how long has he been a coach for?
About 15 years. Yeah, 15 years. Yeah. Well, he got St Kilda to
1 grand final.
A couple prelims.
Well, I guess they got to 2 grand finals, really.
In the 1 week.
In the 1 week.
It's hard to do.
It's hard to do, and they lost. They fucked that one up. He fucked up the one with Freo.
Yeah, they had a chance in that one.
Yeah, he's no good.
So will he coach again?
Probably.
Where reckon he should go? There's talk that Nick Rewalt wants him to go back to St Kilda.
No, they'll keep old mate. What's his name? Rats.
He'll stay.
He'll stay.
He'll sign.
He'll stay. He has to.
Well, I've got a theory because Ken Hinkley won't make finals this year.
You reckon he's gone this year?
I think Ken Hinkley might be shoved out at the end of this year. I reckon, especially if they lose to Freo on the weekend.
I'm gonna put it next year before the bye.
Okay.
And I
Ross
think Lyon as well next year.
Yeah, okay, so I reckon Ross Lyon might go to either Adelaide or Port Adelaide next year, yes.
Big call. Who goes to Fremantle?
Doesn't matter, because there we go. Doesn't matter. Who's
going to be the caretaker?
What's his name? The old Freo forward who used to play. I don't know. But there's an old Freo. Could you imagine Clive Waterhouse playing?
Who? Well,
Pavlich is on TV. He's too good for
no.
Coaching stuff. What about Longmire? Not Longmire, Longmuir.
Longmuir?
Yes, the old Freo forward who used to play for Fremantle. He wore number 20. He might be the caretaker coach now.
Well, if he is, chances are, in all likelihood,
he'll get a gig.
With a perma coach.
And that actually sets up a big game for Port this week because they had a horrible game last week. Did you watch the game against North Melbourne, Port Adelaide?
I didn't, but I kept getting the updates.
They were horrible.
No, terrible.
For a team that was in the 8, they were in the 8.
Do you know Ben Brown alone beat 4 teams last week?
He's actually the Coleman medalist, right?
He will be. I don't know. Is Jeremy Cameron getting up for the game?
Maybe not.
Ben Brown's going to Bradbury.
That's unreal.
But I've got Jeremy Cameron in my Supercoach team, and I'm thinking if he plays this weekend, there's a plane.
That's a very low plane.
No. That's an airport's just.
Is it there? Is it?
It's just over there. If Jeremy Cameron plays this week, you know who the Gold Coast spoiler alert. Who do you know who's playing?
Gold Coast.
Gold Coast Suns.
So you hope he kicks 12.
He'll kick 15. Because we can't have Ben Brown just coming in, moseying on in. And winning the comp.
See, I don't think Ben Brown. See, okay, so if he was the Coleman Ben Brown, is he the All-Australian full forward? No.
He's the All-Australian.
He's
the All-Australian useless running champion. That's what he is.
That's his award he'll get.
Yeah,
pointless running for the whole game goes to Ben Brown.
With no effect.
Nah, none at all. If he was to run in a marathon, he'd be right up there.
No, he'd be great.
But see what happens when he stays in the forward line, kicks 10 goals. We've said this all year. Stay in the goal square, Ben, and you'll kick goals.
Absolutely, and have Goldstein just dishing it out.
No, I just don't understand why we can't be coaches and stuff.
I don't want to be a coach. I would be a terrible coach. You would be a terrible coach.
I'd be,
You'd be horrible.
I'd be alright.
You'd be shit.
I'd be alright. Let's move on to big news as well. Yesterday, Jordan Lewis announcing his retirement as well from Hawthorn and Melbourne.
From Hawthorn and Melbourne.
Well, he played majority of his games from Hawthorn. He played like 250 games.
Is he going to be Is Fox Footy going to sign him up like that?
Or maybe Channel 7 or something. He's been doing some broadcasting for Channel 7.
He does the Sunday show.
Yeah, something like that. See, I never liked the fact that current players doing media as well. Because it's not really... You can't
it's like they're doing a pre-apprenticeship.
Yeah, but I don't like... There's no point. I don't like the idea because imagine so Jordan Lewis plays a game Saturday, have a horrible game against, they lose, they get smashed as they've had all year, and then comes out the next day and he's commentating. Then another team.
So does he commentate when he's playing that round?
Yeah.
I thought he was just with the games that he wasn't playing.
No.
I don't like that.
No, I don't like it. Jack Rewell's done a bit of it as well.
Dangerfield did one too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Dangerfield shouldn't be anywhere near or anything. Just keep him go back to Monks Creek, mate.
David Myers. What do you think of Jordan Lewis? He's had a pretty good career, hasn't he?
He says four times.
4 premierships.
4 premierships.
And it's a couple of Australians.
Yeah.
Best and fairest in 2014.
World's angriest bloke. He's
and the biggest knockout ever in the history of football. Did you ever see that hit?
Which one? So
Jared Hart, it was when he was at Hawthorn, probably late 2000s. The ball was being kicked into the centre square, and Jordan Lewis is coming one way, and Harbrow's coming the other way, and they've hit each other at the exact point where the ball has come into the middle, and Harbrow has jumped up and just absolutely cleaned up.
Oh, really?
I thought you were
going to say the other way around.
Nearly killed him.
I wish.
And it was probably the biggest hit I've seen in football.
Yeah.
That was what I'll remember Jordan Lewis.
Do you think he was a good pickup for Melbourne?
No.
Because he was there to be like the old dude.
No.
Like,
See, I think Hodgie's been a better pickup for Brisbane.
Absolutely.
Than Lewis has been a better pickup for. But I think it's the personalities too. I think Hodgie carries a bit more of a leadership quality.
Hodgie's going to be. He's a future premiership coach in the making.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Could be the CEO of Channel 7 or something, man. Or,
be the CEO of football. Take Gill's job.
Could he?
All you're really doing is reading the votes and talking shit.
That's and also reading out the draft picks as well. And while you wait there for 5 minutes while the team is already selected, you just got to wait there, sit there. Well, we're going to wait because there's timing and stuff.
We'll just wait because there's a commercial break because we air it on Fox Footy now.
And your mate, David Myers.
David Myers.
He's retiring.
Greatest number 6 draft pick.
Number 6.
Number 6.
I can't believe he was
number 6. But that was the Cruiser Cup.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, so look at who he was. Jared Grant.
Who else?
I looked at them before. I can't remember. There was some
This
real.
is 2006 or 2007? 2007, wasn't it?
Probably.
But he played 123 games. Did you see the best of David? Young David?
I did see the best of him, and it wasn't very good. He just
He had a good left foot.
Beautiful kick.
Outside 50, I reckon. Shots on goal.
Beautiful
Pretty
shot
good.
on goal.
Mm.
Just never got there.
Yeah.
Never
Injuries
got there,
crippled
never
him, or was
got
it just his...
He just wasn't good enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
Injuries are here and there, but he just wasn't good enough.
And Andy Otten has also announced his retirement from Adelaide Crows. 12 seasons for 109 games.
109 games.
That's not a lot of games for 12 seasons, is it?
No.
He had a lot of injuries. He actually had a good year. He had a good year prior to his, in like 2015, 2014, he had a couple of good years there.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got injured and then he was out for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? It was actually probably 2013, 2014. And then he didn't play till 2017.
I just don't care for him.
Poor bloke.
I don't know him. I don't care for
And
him.
he'll be remembered for coming in
for Eddie Betts.
for Eddie Betts, because they're like for like.
Yeah, like for like.
That's what he'll be remembered for. Also, big news. Buddy will play his 300th game this week as well.
Is he going to play?
He's actually been going to play. He wants to
Why?
play. I actually don't
What's the
know.
point?
I reckon he should wait till the start of next year.
Because if they wait till the start of next year, you know what round one will be.
Big.
No, but you know what game they'll book for it. They'll book.
It's Friday night.
They'll book Sydney versus Hawthorn.
Friday night.
100%, yeah. And then he'll get injured like the week before the game, or he just won't train.
Yeah.
He'll be 400 kilos by round one next year.
You know what? I do like Buddy, and I reckon he's.
I love Buddy.
Do you reckon he's got a couple more years left, or is he coming towards the end of his career?
He's just He's really a non-entity now.
Mm.
No one really cares about him. No one talks about what people talk about.
Maybe because he hasn't been playing though.
Well, how many games did he serve up this year?
Only like 10.
Yeah.
But he's been like that the last 3 or 4
He'll
years.
play next year. The thing is, if they really push him to this 3, I know he's not going to retire. But why push him towards this game? Why?
We've said
What's the point?
I reckon they should wait till next. There's no
Why
point.
just wait?
Nah, there's no point playing
There's
this.
no point. And then what if he gets injured?
That's true.
What if he has a career-ending injury?
No. Well,
He's not far off it.
Well, the way his body's holding up, yes, you're right.
Exactly.
What about the studs up rule?
Oh, yeah,
Did you see it?
We talked about this. I think it was like
When Jeremy Howe did
6 or
it.
7 weeks ago.
Jeremy Howe did it in Queen's birthday on round 12 against what's his name? Alright, Roughhead or someone. But he just
no, it wasn't Roughhead.
oh, whoever it was. But he jumped up and he put studs in the back, voted on my check or something. And got the free kick. That's Tom McDonald. Tom McDonald, that's right. Sorry, Tom McDonald against Melbourne, yeah. So he puts the studs up, gets the free kick, and then the umpire sign off it. And then on the weekend, did you see Jack Rewald's reaction and stuff?
Yeah.
Brilliant, love it.
But that was the rule. We're going to change the rule.
They changed the rule
Because the rule only was the Toby Green rule, where you're defending yourself with your foot.
in the face.
In the face, in the guts, anywhere. It's different. I mean, you're more likely to get injured by a knee to the head in a marking contest than something. But you know what gets me? It's still a push in the back.
It is a push.
It's not with your hands, it's not with your arms,
still
but it's
pushing-
still a
it's
push
still
in the back,
pushing in the
isn't
back.
it? It really is.
They're pushing in the back.
But it's a part of football, and everyone loves the high marks.
Mm.
But that'll be rewritten.
So it's the the interpretations in the rule. It says with the ability or likeliness to cause injury. So again, it's subjective. Like the umpire can sit there and go, "Oh, that may cause injury."
Well, it may.
And then another umpire might go, "Well, it may not
Oh,
cause
yeah,
injury."
exactly.
So it's very subjective. You're giving the power to the umpires. You should just say, you can put your studs in the back when you make in a marking contest. You just can't put them in the front.
I think it
should be black. It should be black and white.
I think it should be just more like if it's unrealistic.
But again,
put your foot up.
But again, you're giving it a grey area. Like, how do you know if it's unrealistic? Like, how can you tell if it's unrealistic?
You sort of know. I mean,
But then again, it's subjective. If you have a
but
rule,
if you're standing still and the ball's coming at you, and there's a player over there coming towards you,
yeah.
and you put your fucking foot up,
Wait,
or you jump and put
yeah.
your foot up, that's unreal. Like maybe not.
But you're trying to defend your space. So it's like if you're marking, the ball's coming towards you, and I'm backing back into you. You're trying to defend the space. So you're actually not moving. You're just trying to prevent me from getting there.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be using your foot.
Well, okay, so if you use the knee and then
So are you saying that what Toby Green did with his foot to the face whoever it was,
that's wrong.
So is it a matter of you can't put your foot in certain areas of someone's body?
But that's what the rule should say.
But what are the areas?
Okay, well you say in the rule, you say you can't use your studs front on in a marking contest or in any part of the ground. Like front on. Front on. But you can use your studs in
Toby Green's was side on.
In the gut. Front,
that's
okay,
not
like on the front of the body. Like front of the body.
Yeah.
Okay, but you can use the studs in the back. So at least you know it's black and white.
Yeah.
It's like yes or no, can't do that.
So you can use studs
Yes,
in the back. So you can push in the back with your foot.
No, that's different.
I don't think it is.
That's different.
I don't think it is. You watch the Jack Ray one,
Of course he pushed him in the back. He kicked his leg out.
The Jeremy Howe one, that's pushing the back.
Of course he kicked his leg out. However,
where do you draw the line though? So if you push in the back with your foot, it's okay.
But that rule doesn't say it's not okay.
Oh, I know that.
But then you've got to say it in the rule.
I know,
you've got to write it down. But you've got to write it down then. Because then this is all this grey area. Write it down, like be specific. Don't just give the interpretation to the umpire, because every umpire will interpret it differently.
Yeah.
If you have a black and white rule, there's no subjectiveness.
So alright, what's the rule?
You can say you can't use your studs in a marking contest like in the front of the body of your opponent.
Okay.
You can use it in the back of your opponent.
Okay. What about the side?
Okay, so fuck the fronts. Okay, just the fronts.
Just here.
Just the front of the body. Okay.
Yeah.
Side on's fine, back's fine, whatever. This is an example. Yeah, side on's fine, back's fine, but at least you know now. Okay. If he does it in the front, it's a free kick. If he does it in the back, it's not a free kick. It's black and white. It's there's no but it could have caused injury. It may have caused injury.
Yeah. Okay.
There's no grey area.
Okay.
That's the first time you've agreed with me on that, I reckon.
But I'm trying to say the thing that I've got a problem is.
But this kicking out.
Players don't need to do this anymore.
Okay, but
you just kick him in the back.
That's another layer to it then. So you can add.
So can you kick a player in the back if your mark looks fancy? Is that what you can do?
But I don't know. I don't know. That's not the issue.
I just think that's
not the issue.
Yeah, I know, but I think that's going to become an issue.
But it may very well. But right now the issue is, can you use your studs in a marking contest? It's not whether it's you kick out and you push the guy in the back. It's, are you using your studs?
Mm.
And that's the confusion.
Yeah.
So it should just be black or white with that. And then if you want to add that layer, but if you kick your leg out and it pushes the guy in the back where he can't have a genuine attempt to mark.
But that's every instance.
Well, there you go.
I don't know. It's very blurred. It's a blurred line.
Now, to the Giants, Nick Haynes he's got broken larynx or a fractured larynx now because Marcus Bontempelli, I would not say intentionally, but he accidentally caught him in a part of the body with an elbow or with a forearm that's put him out for 4 years. And Bontempelli got off with it, didn't get a suspension. So
because he's a Brownlow contender.
Yeah, so very lucky Marcus Bontempelli on that one.
I didn't see it.
So
was it bad? What did he do? Show me what he did.
Okay, so you had the ball. You're Nick Haynes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming towards you. I'm Bontempelli. You've handballed the ball over the top of me, and I've raised my arm and I've hit you in the throat instantaneously as you've.
And what happened?
I fractured your larynx.
That's like 3 weeks.
Yeah, so the medical report didn't come back in time for the MRO, so they couldn't revert to that, and then he got off. But the medical report came a little bit later.
Why haven't I heard of this? The first I heard of it was when you told me.
Yeah, so,
I reckon they just don't want to bring it up too much.
Well,
because Bont's a good chance to win a
The grading would have been also that he would miss 2 weeks, which means he'd miss this week, and then if they make the finals, he'd miss the first final as well. Lucky.
I think he's very lucky.
What about Tim Kelly? So for Geelong, Tim Kelly is going to. He might be going, yeah.
I swear to God, like a week or two ago, he said he was staying.
He's young.
Didn't he say he was staying?
Mate,
or he said something similar to.
How many? I change my mind on all the time on things.
Yeah, but he hasn't. He's known all fucking year that he's going. Surely.
He should be maybe saying just, hey, look, I'm thinking about going.
Is Tim Kelly, is he married?
Yeah, he's got 3 kids.
Yeah.
Got 3 kids, and they're from WA.
Yeah.
So that's why the fan he wants to go. It's more for his partner.
Do you think that's okay?
No,
he should stay.
He should stay.
I mean, Geelong
he should stay because 100%. And
he wouldn't have a career for him.
He should stay unless West Coast came calling. They said we want you. We'll offer you this, and this, and we'll get you to play. We'll play you in our midfield. If West Coast said that, I'd go to West Coast because I think West Coast are a better club than Geelong. Yeah, absolutely. And he's got more around him at West Coast than he does at Geelong.
He looks like such a Fremantle player, though, doesn't he? There's something about him that just screams Fremantle.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just feel like he just looks like a Fremantle player.
Does he?
Yeah, and then when he gets there, he gets injured, and he never quite comes good again. I just have that real feeling.
He wants to play at West Coast.
Yeah.
He's open to
Why would
playing
you want to go to the West
Freo.
Coast?
The best coast of the West Coast.
Eagles.
And he's open to playing at Freo. But he is keeping his options open with Geelong. If they offer him just a 1 year contract next year, if it's multiple years, I don't
Why
think.
wouldn't they just give him a year? Why?
Yeah, what's the
Why
harm?
wouldn't you want? You're possibly in the premiership window.
Just give him a year.
Just give him a year. It's not going to hurt.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay him. You're probably going to pay him the same that you in that 1 year than what you give him over 3 years. If you know what I mean.
And if his wife is dedicated to him, she'll stick by him. She'll support his decision.
Exactly.
You know?
Unless she's like, I'll fucking divorce you. You can't see your kids anymore. Then, and I doubt she's doing that.
I doubt she's doing that.
It's
It's not like they, like Perth and Melbourne are like 4 hours away from each other. It's not like it's 10 hours, 20 hours away.
Yeah, but when you got kids,
of course.
and he can't come through. He can't come during the week. He's got training, and he can't go on the weekend because he's got games.
Yeah.
The only time that he could go and stay is if he played in Perth, and maybe they were good enough to give him a day off the next day. He could stay for an extra day, or if they were coming off a bye, maybe Geelong should call Gill and say, look, next year before the bye, can we play in Perth so Tim Kelly can spend a week in Perth, just so we can retain him for another year.
Well, there you go.
No,
We've sorted it out. We've worked it out.
Go on, Gill. I think he's going to leave.
Yeah.
I think he's gone. But Geelong, they'll be fine. They'll get compensation.
They should. They might get a couple draft picks for him, and even like maybe some young players. I would go from West Coast young players more so than
Fremantle.
Or would Brad Hill maybe be a trade? Brad Hill trade for Tim Kelly and stuff. Brad Hill goes to Geelong, maybe with another pick, and then Tim Kelly goes over.
Both of them.
Oh,
that's not worth it.
Brad Hill and Walters for Tim Kelly.
Fuck, that'd be the biggest screw job in the history. Like, Tim Kelly's good, but he's not two good players good.
No.
He's
He's more like Brad Hill and... Or what about if you trade Tim Kelly for Nate Fyfe?
No, that's not worth it.
Really?
No, Nat Fyfe.
What if Tim Kelly wins the Brownlow this year? Would
No.
you trade Tim Kelly and Nat Fyfe?
No, never. If I had Nat Fyfe, I'd never trade him.
Really?
No. Never. Why would you trade a bona fide star for a possible bona fide star? Tim Kelly's still reasonably unproven.
He's played two seasons,
He's
yeah.
played 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Nat Fyfe's played
10.
8 or 10?
Yeah.
And he's a bona fide star. He's possibly the greatest player in the AFL at the moment.
He should leave Freo regardless because
You just want him at North.
I want him anywhere other than Freo because I think Freo...
He's a Freo man.
They've disserviced Nat Fyfe. They've disserviced him.
No, because the way Nat Fyfe would say it is, I'm a champion in a team of
Flogs.
So-sos. So no, Nat Fyfe will never. He'll end his career in the Dodgers. He'll never leave. He won't be a 2-club man.
He might go to Hawthorn.
He won't go to Hawthorn. Cogs is going to Hawthorn.
Cogs, he's going to Hawthorn potentially as well.
They reckon Carlton, but
Carlton, Hawthorn and Giants are in the running for Steve
Carlton
Kinnear.
must give him gobbies around the back because everyone goes to
Everyone goes to Hawthorn.
I don't know why.
What about, okay, so moving on, the AFL have frozen tickets now, so if you're thinking of going to the first week of finals, the first 2 weeks are about $35 for the cheaper seats of the AFL finals, and then $65 for the cheaper seats at prelim, but then there's a 3% increase for grand finals.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Just 3%?
Just 3%, mate.
That's not much.
For a small, struggling family, that could be a lot.
3%.
3%, mate. 3%.
For a grand final.
34,000 of those tickets of the grand final are actually reserved for members of both sides. So, of 100,000 people, they go...
grand final. I thought you meant grand final was going up 3% based off normal price.
No,
that's a spark.
The 3% of tickets from last year,
goes over, yeah.
goes up by 3%. Tickets of last year's grand final go up by 3%.
Yeah.
But only 68,000 of the tickets that are sold at the grand final, the 100,000 people that are there, are actually genuine fans. The other 32,000 are just like MCC members, and then they're also just like corporates and stuff. Do you like the atmosphere of a grand final? Would you prefer to go one of the finals this year? Do you reckon you go to an Essendon final this year? We should go to an Essendon final.
I've never been to a final.
We should go to a final.
Depends on when Essendon's playing GWS. No, because they'll
They'll
play
play
GWS over there.
No, they're playing Collingwood.
Nah, I don't reckon they will. We'll have a look later.
Or Richmond. Collingwood or Richmond.
We'll have a look later and
they'll play Collingwood or Richmond. Okay, now we saved this for last. I did have it up earlier in the piece. But Jimmy Bartel has been just testing the waters in other countries.
Was it other countries?
Other women.
Was it?
Yeah, he was hooking up with a girl called Lauren someone in the UK who's now based in Melbourne. But yeah, he went away during the bye to see this flame of his, this blonde-headed bombshell, and with 2 kids at home and a gorgeous wife.
Is she? Oh, I don't like Nadia.
Anyway, and Nadia finds out that Jimmy's been having a bit of social activity going on in the UK with this girl, and now they're
Yep.
divorced. How do you feel about the situation, Carter?
No, I don't care. What does it matter? Does it really affect anything? I'm just gonna look it up here. So Jimmy
Bartel.
It's
got Lauren Mann. There it is, Lauren Mann.
Oh, is that okay?
Lauren Mann.
This is Jimmy Bartel.
UK.
No, I've never really been a fan of Nadia Bartel, to be honest.
That's his wife. So Nadia, that's his wife. They've been married since 2014. Known each other about 10 years and stuff. But now he's dating this this blonde-headed chick, Lauren Mann.
Well, that's not Nadia.
No, it's Lauren Mann.
Oh, is that?
That's Lauren Mann.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She looks like a greyhound.
She's got very skinny legs.
She looks like my dog. Look how thin her face is.
Yeah. And that's his current wife.
But
probably.
to be honest, like Nadia seems like a bit of a ball breaker.
Well,
that's no excuse, obviously.
So it's very very devastating for young Jimmy. I like Jimmy. I think he's alright.
I'm not a fan.
Really?
I don't particularly like him too much. I don't really care. But what a cheeky bastard.
Yeah, bastard.
He
should. Do you know what's actually funny? He actually joined this group last year, became an ambassador for respecting women. I think it was more to do with domestic violence and stuff.
Yeah,
however, you know, respect of women is actually not going behind your wife's back and cheating on them.
Yeah, no, don't hit them. But fuck around on them.
Yeah, so yeah, we don't condone physical violence.
Don't violence against
however,
women, but fuckery is fine.
Adultery,
we love it.
We're for
fans.
So I wonder if they'll be getting rid of him as an ambassador for that. I when I read it in the paper today, I was like, that's a bit odd. It's a bit odd.
It's very strange.
All right.
This is not. Oh no, it's working again.
You know what we should do? We should get on to this week's game.
Let's get on to the games.
Round 23. It's the last week. We're here. We've made it. Hosting on Friday night is Collingwood and Essendon. Collingwood 5th, Essendon 7th. Collingwood have a chance if they win and one of the top 4 sides lose. I think it's Richmond lose. They get to be in the top 4. So Collingwood have to win. If Essendon win this, I think they will still be in 7th.
They'll be 7th.
And they'll finish 7th. No. But they could still finish 8th.
They could, yeah. If Essendon lose, Bulldogs win, then Essendon finish 8th.
Despite Essendon winning last week, I still think Collingwood are a big chance here.
Yep.
To win this.
Absolutely.
So you're going to go for
100% Collingwood.
100% Collingwood.
100%, unless they decide to rest a bunch of players. Collingwood. Essendon haven't beaten. Essendon lost to Collingwood 3 times in a row.
Yes. They have.
Yeah. So I don't see Essendon winning this game, and I think it's probably good for Essendon.
Do you reckon Scott Pendlebury will get booed again while he receives the medal of?
No, I don't think Scott Pendlebury got booed for winning the medal.
Of course he didn't. It was the umpires.
It was the umpires.
That was shocking. That was the worst umpiring I've seen.
I think the 5-time All-Australian will be okay. But Essendon want to lose this game.
Yes, because then you play a home final in Melbourne the week later.
No. I told you, we'll look at it. If Essendon lose this game, I'm confident that they play GWS.
No, they won't.
Over there.
They won't.
Why won't they? Let's go to the ladder.
They won't play.
Why not?
Because their GWS's percentage, and they're too far behind.
This is fucked.
They're too far behind Collingwood. See,
you are correct.
They've got 2 more wins than GWS. so they can't. GWS can't take over. GWS can only finish 6th. That's the
No, but if Essendon are 8th, don't they play 6th?
No, they play 5th. 5th plays 8th.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
No, it's not.
That's bullshit.
Why is it bullshit?
Why does 7th get an advantage?
6th plays 7th. 5th plays 8th. That's how it works. That's how it's worked for the last 15, 20 years.
I don't like it.
You don't like it? Well, bring it up with Gil,
Oh,
okay?
I'll play Collingwood.
And Steve Hocking. Alright, so you're going to go for Collingwood, or we're going to go for Collingwood
I'm
this one?
fine with.
Move on to Saturday. It's Buddy's 300th, hosting the St Kilda Saints at SCG. Totally irrelevant game. I'm going to go for the Swans. I'm going to go for the Swans. They did beat the Demons last week in a very sad game on Friday night, let's be honest. Only 23,000 at the MCG.
Oh my god.
You know, there was more seagulls there than there were
People.
Yeah, 100%. You know. I've got this theory for you.
Yeah.
I think Goodwin might be gone.
When? This year? No.
I think if Ross Lyon,
Five
I think if
coaches.
Ross Lyon wants to coach, I reckon they'll get rid of Goodwin, and I reckon they'll bring in Ross Lyon. Yeah, I reckon Goodwin's gone. If not this year, definitely next year. Goodwin's gone. Goodwin's
Lyon
out.
can't even fucking coach a good list.
Nah, but he's taken teams to grand finals.
Big mistake.
I don't think Goodwin will be there.
Big mistake. I think Goodwin should get sacked next year. But Ross Lyon, I'd rather Brad Scott than Ross Lyon, to be honest with you.
Oh, either one works. Either one works. Sydney or St Kilda?
Sydney.
Yeah, they'll win that one. Buddy 300. Big Sydney turnout, crowd
He
turnout.
shouldn't be playing.
Saturday at Hobart, Hobartians.
Hobart.
North Melbourne hosting the Demons.
No.
Are you going to put Todd Golton as your captain this week?
I'm going to pull a sneaky. There's a sneaky. So I'll tell you about the sneaky.
Okay.
So Grundy plays Friday night.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make Grundy my vice captain.
Yeah.
And then if Grundy gets a really good number, I'll leave him as my vice captain.
Okay.
Because my captain is going to be someone who doesn't play. And then I'm going to have, say, Todd Goldstein on the bench.
Mm.
So if I want to, say Grundy gets really shit numbers,
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident that Goldstein's going to get good numbers, or I might do 5 for Cripps.
Yeah.
Then I'll put them on the bench and list them as an emergency,
Yeah.
and have my captain on the field, who is a player who's not going to play.
All right.
So Kyle Dunkley or something.
Yeah,
like that.
okay.
And then if Grundy doesn't get a good score, then what I'll do is I'll leave it with my captain on the
Field, yeah.
And no, fuck, it's the other way. No, then I'll switch them.
Are you allowed to do that though?
Yeah, it's a loophole.
Loophole.
I'm clearly not all the way around it, so I might not do it, but it's like a super coach loophole.
Are you in the final?
I am, yeah.
Grand final.
Yeah.
Big game.
Big game, and the person that I'm against is far superior to me. So,
Really?
So I've got to be really lucky.
Did you play them during the year? How'd you go?
I did. I beat them, but it was very early on,
Oh right.
and I don't know what the fuck they've done since then, but their team is just crazy.
Mm.
So I'm
Well,
like,
good luck with that. I'm gonna go for North though to win this one.
North by
4 goals.
4 goals.
I reckon they'll beat North by 4 goals. Geelong hosting Carlton. Now this is a big game for Geelong because if they win this, they temporarily jump back on top.
Temporary.
But Carlton though are playing okay football. It won't be as easy as you might think down there at the good old Cartery. Who do we think? Geelong? I reckon Geelong.
Geelong.
They'll bounce back. They should have won last week, Geelong. They'll be unlucky.
Yeah, Geelong by 4 goals.
I'm going to go for 6 actually. I
6?
think they'll smash Carlton. Yeah.
I'm gonna go 5.
I reckon. And you know what? I mean, like.
Are we getting a draw this round?
No, I think we will find a draw. I don't think it's Chris Scott. I don't like Chris Scott in press conferences. He said last week, this is how dumb he is, okay? He said last week in the press conference that I don't think Charlie Cameron was the big difference in the game.
No, they asked him, they said, oh, do you think Charlie Cameron
Was the difference?
Was the difference? And he's like, oh, is that what people are saying? People think that it was the difference?
He goes, I don't really think he did that much.
He was pretty good in the late stages of the game. He kicked a couple of goals. He kicked 5.
He kicked 5 out of their 10.
He kicked 5, and how much did they win by?
A point.
A point.
Yeah.
That's a game changer.
He kicked half their goals.
Yeah, he kicked half, yeah.
So, obviously, it was a difference.
Yeah. Was he serious? Was he just being funny?
No, he's an idiot.
He
talks in lingo. He talks in riddles.
Lingo.
Lingo.
Speaks in linguini.
He talks riddles all the time, Chris Scott. He doesn't get to... If you ever watch AFL 360, or if you ever watch his press conference, they'll ask him a question.
He's always got his back up.
Yeah, he's so defensive all the time.
He's a fucking dickhead.
He's a dickhead.
Dangerfield does well in that team because they're both dickheads.
He can't kick for goal, Dangerfield. He sucks.
Yeah, he can't.
Between 30 and 40 metres out, he is 2 and 21.
He can't string a non-flog sentence together. I swear, if he goes into the media when he retires...
We're ditching this podcast.
I'm not watching football anymore.
We got now on Saturday night, Hawthorn will host. West Coast will host Hawthorn. Now, if West Coast win, they will be cemented in the top 4 and could potentially get a top 2 spot.
Yep.
If Hawthorn win, they've got the opportunity to make it the top 8. Go on for West Coast.
Yeah, West Coast.
Hawthorn dropped their best player last week. Fend. They dropped him.
Who did they play?
Gold Coast.
Oh,
He
yeah,
kicked 6
no.
goals though. He kicked 6
Yeah,
goals.
he kicked 6 goals against Gold Coast. He left the game on an amazing game. Personal game, not team game, because they were playing Gold Coast. But why would you take him to West Coast where he's going to be playing on like McGovern and Barras and
Fend.
Why?
Why?
No, that was a good send off, and it was in Victoria as well. West Coast are going to dominate Hawthorn, I think.
Alright, West Coast will win that. Let's go to the Saturday night with Gold Coast hosting the GWS. The expansion teams.
Expansion Bowl.
GWS, I reckon, will rebound here and win. The Gold Coast haven't won a game since round 4, just to let you know.
They started off real hard.
They were like a
three.
cannon. Yeah, 3 out of 4 they
3 out
were.
of 4. We all thought they were going to be like...
It was the
maybe not finals, but we thought they'd be etching on it.
It was the Stewie Jew month of mayhem, and he had his fitness program going. Now he's regressed.
Yeah, this is definitely...
And the team's regressed as a result. Do you reckon Gold Coast will be the competition in about 2 years?
I think they will.
They're so irrelevant.
I hope they're not.
They're so irrelevant.
Yeah, send them to Tasmania. GWS by 9.
Probably the game of the round is this. Oh, no, actually, this is the second game of the round, I reckon. Probably the biggest implications, though. Bulldogs hosting Adelaide at the traditional home of the Bulldogs, Mars Stadium, down in Ballarat. If you've got a game, Bulldogs versus Adelaide, where the winner more than likely will make the 8 of these two sides, and you're playing it in front of a crowd in a stadium that holds 5,000 people. I mean, is there logic to this stuff, or am I just blind to the thinking of this? Wouldn't you just move it to Etihad, get 35,000, 40,000 there?
No. Who cares? I know who gives a shit about
My dad cares. My dad cares.
You're
for
on a
this
nice
game.
trip to Tassie.
It's Mars in Ballarat, man.
Ballarat.
He cares about this game. He wants his team to be in the finals.
Why can't he go to Ballarat? You're pissing on about someone's family living 4 hours away and your old man can't drive to Ballarat.
No. It's not about that. I don't have a go at that.
No.
I'm just saying from a perspective, wouldn't you rather move to a ground that can hold 50,000, although they won't get 50,000, but they can get 35,000 for a season-defining game, than send it to Whoop Whoop in Ballarat where they don't even have toilets. They've got portable toilets.
Don't the Bulldogs play well in Ballarat?
No, they lost that at Brisbane actually earlier in the year.
Yeah, that's Brisbane. This is
Actually, that's
Adelaide.
Brisbane? Oh, it might be Brisbane. I think they beat Brisbane.
This is Adelaide.
I don't think I'll
This
support
is
that.
Adelaide aren't winning anywhere.
They were horrible last week, Adelaide.
Yeah, and
they
they'll
are
remain
so
horrible.
bad. They are so bad, Adelaide.
Yeah.
They're one of the worst teams in at the moment.
Bulldogs are going to
Yeah, Bulldogs will win this.
smash them.
Easy.
Every time we say that, I swear to God. Adelaide win. But Bulldogs, I mean, they got their finals on it. Riding on it.
This is the Battle of the Jungle. You know, the jungle game. The Tigers hosting the Lions.
Tigers and Bears.
Oh, wow.
Hey! They actually, because the Brisbane Lions are
The Bears.
and the Lions. The Lions, Tigers and Bears. Oh my.
If Brisbane win this, they will be top of the ladder
Cement themselves.
for the first time in over 100 years. Legit. They never finished top when they won their premierships.
Didn't
They never finished top. No.
Fuck, that's pissed.
Collingwood and Port finished top in those years. This will be the first time in over 100 years that they will finish on top if they win this game.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
That's generational stuff.
I don't think they're going to win.
Nah, I think Richmond will win.
Richmond.
I think Richmond
I think
play
it'll be
well.
closer. I think it might be maybe anywhere between 1 point and 15.
I think it'd be good. I think Richmond might win comfortably. Actually, I think they might win by 5
Yeah.
goals. Yeah, I think just at the G, Brisbane haven't played there often this year. Richmond played well. It could be raining. Richmond love the wet. They smashed West Coast in the wet last week. I think Richmond will win. And Richmond, even though Richmond win this, I think West Coast will still win. And Brisbane will finish second. And Richmond will still finish fourth. And they'll play Geelong in the first week of the finals.
Richmond will?
Yeah, that's what will happen.
That'd be good.
That's what will happen. And the final game, we've got the Pillow Farts. Last week they were the Pillow Farts, actually.
Oh, that was terrible.
They were horrible.
Deplorable. You were out of can,
You remember those? You remember the fart whoopee cushions? The whoopee cushions when you blow it
You
up.
want to call them the whoopee cushions?
They're the whoopee, they're the whoopee cushions.
I like that better than the whoopee cushions.
They blow it up and then you push it. That's what they were.
No, Port are still the pillow fights.
Adelaide are the whoopee cushions. That's what they are. The whoopee cushions.
That's actually a tough game.
Freo are going to be up.
Freo got the caretaker
coach effect. They'll be up and about.
Freo win by 10 goals.
I think Freo will win. I think Ken Hinkley gets sacked straight after the game.
Sam, this is the draw.
You reckon?
This is the draw.
You reckon the draw?
This is the draw.
Alright, we'll go with the draw.
This is the draw.
We always need one draw a year.
There hasn't been one?
Nah, you always have to have one.
This is the draw.
Port and Freo will draw.
This is the draw.
Okay, do you have anything to finish up on? I've got one thing I want to finish up on.
What?
On the podcast. I've got one thing.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Okay, so I watched the back page last night, and did you see Steve Smith get hit in the back with the ball, the cricket
Oh,
ball?
I did see that in the neck.
In the neck.
Yeah.
Anyway, smartest commentator in the world, change in the landscape of commentators, Callie bloody Underwood.
Oh.
She's talking to Robert Craig, who's the cricket.
Is she going to joke about
reporter.
that?
She's like, Craig, do you reckon we need to get rid of the bouncer entirely? I was just like,
It begins.
she's like, I just don't, you know, we've got to be really careful with the head. It's sacrilege in sacrosanct in a lot of other sports, and we just got to get, the bouncer is very dangerous and stuff.
So I can wear a neck pad.
Wear a neck pad, you know, I'll put some cushion there or something.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like,
Have a thicker collar or something.
No, you don't understand. This is why.
Why don't they have like a collar?
They used to have collars. They used to have the little flap at the back, but the players didn't like because it was a bit uncomfortable.
Well, then that's
just part of it, though.
That's part
Let's deal
of
with
it.
it,
If you don't want to wear it, you can't
Don't play.
That's your problem. I always thought the helmets weren't,
Weren't protected around the neck a little
around the
bit.
neck, yeah.
But I'm just thinking, oh, Callie, come on. This is why. Oh, I'm just over her. I'm over her. She should be sacked. What a stupid question to ask. Why would you get rid of a technique in a game that has been there since the dawn of the humans?
Do you reckon they should get rid of the
Of her? Yes.
the centre bounce? AFL?
It's a bit dangerous for the knees of the ruckmans.
Centre bounce.
You know what they should do? They should put the ball on the ground.
Well, if the umpires had their way.
Just put the ball on the ground. You know how they do in ice hockey with the sticks?
Yeah.
With the puck? But they use their hands. So they get into
okay.
they lean over and they use their hands.
They slide. What they do is they get like slip and slides on the side, and they slide
in.
They slide in, and
they tap it out.
And if they're real good, like they tap it like that, so it
bounces up to the teammate.
Fuck, that's not bad.
We should put that.
When they bring AFLX back,
we should put that on. Could you imagine that? They just start on either side of the centre square, so they slide in. Alright, man. Well, thanks for joining us today on the AFL podcast. Do you have anything to finish up on?
No. Are we doing this through the finals?
Yeah, we'll do a finals preview, and we'll also
And then we'll come back for like the trade.
Yeah,
we're not doing the draft.
You know what we'll do next week? We'll do a podcast on the bottom 8 sides and where they need to improve.
Oh yeah, it's a week off, isn't it?
You know, bottom 8 sides, and then
we'll
preview
the Legends game.
Oh, is the EJ Week Legends game on?
Yeah, I think they do that in the bye.
Oh, who's playing? Who's in it?
Who's playing?
Who's playing?
Packing the same teams that always play, mate.
Who's the coach? Is Sam Newman playing?
I doubt it. I don't know. They don't talk about it that much anymore. No one goes. What day is it? Maybe we can
I didn't even know it was on. Do you reckon we'll get tickets?
Have you ever seen the Legends game?
It's like 10
I
people.
swear to God, there's no one there. I went one year and it was I went the year Hachi kicked that goal.
No, it was
Hachi
kicked the goal.
Hachi kicked the goal.
The fake and then the banana.
Yeah.
I went the year when Hughesy kicked the goal. Not Hughesy. Fitzy kicked the goal after the siren. He thought it was a goal, but it wasn't a goal.
Was that Was that the same game?
That was the
we
same
went
game.
together.
Yeah, it was the same game.
Yeah, I think we went together.
That's right.
If it's on it'll be. Well, I reckon it'll be on a Friday or Saturday.
Well, it doesn't matter. We'll be there.
I know. Well, if it's on a Friday, we won't be. But it's alright.
Well, that's it for this podcast. Signing off. I'm Sam Jones, and this is Andrew Carter. Send in your questions.
Yeah, we'll do questions.
Send in
next
your
week.
questions.
If this episode gets up.
Thanks to our friends at Sunkiss Zero Sugar, Max Taste.
Pepsi Cola Company.
We'll see you next time.